We have the ability within Acrobat 11 to split longer files into shorter files, and we have several ways to accomplish that. We're looking at the file guidecomplete.pdf. If we look in the Tools panel, under the Pages category, we find Split Document. If we choose that, we can see that we can split the document according to a specific number of pages. So if we wanted to take our document and divide it up into individual pages, we could choose 1 page per split. We could choose multiple pages as well and break our larger file up into smaller files in this way. If we have a larger file and we need to send it by email, we may have to keep our attachments below a certain threshold defined by our IT department or our ISP. We can choose file size and choose the maximum size in megabytes. If you know the threshold in megabytes, you can choose this here, and the splitting operation will create multiple documents all below the maximum size that can be reassembled later. You can also choose to split the document by top-level bookmarks, and we'll look at that in just a moment. For now, we'll go ahead and choose number of pages, and we'll choose 1 for the maximum. Now this is a 12-page document, so we'll split this into 12 one-page documents. We can choose the output options, and this allows us to save it into the original folder or into a new folder. We'll select New Folder, and we'll browse and create a new folder on the desktop. We'll call the new folder Parts, and we'll select that and choose OK. We can see now that it's chosen here. For the file name, Acrobat will add a label and a sequential number, and we can choose whether we want the label and the number at the front or at the end of our file name, and we can choose the label itself. In this case, we'll have the label after the file name separated by an underscore with the format Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and so forth. We can choose not to overwrite existing files, and this is always a good preventive measure. Now we're ready to split, so we'll click on OK, and we'll click on OK once more, and we'll get the confirmation message of success. We'll click on OK and minimize Acrobat and go to the desktop. Here's the folder Parts, and if we open this folder, we can see that all of our files are here. If we open any one of these, we can see that it's a one-page document extracted from the original. Now if we go back to the original document in Acrobat, we can open the Bookmarks panel and we can see that there are some bookmarks here. In fact, there are several levels of bookmarks included in this document. Now if you'll recall, when we open the Tools pane and we choose Split Document, one of the options is to split by top-level bookmarks. So that means this level right here, Introduction, Egrets, and Herons, 3 top-level bookmarks. We'll go ahead and reselect Output Options, and in this case, we'll choose a new folder on the desktop. Once again, we'll select Desktop, create a new folder, and we'll call this one Split. We'll make sure that's selected and click OK. We'll go ahead and keep the rest of the options as they were the last time, and we'll click OK, and we can see now that the document has successfully been split into 3 documents. If we minimize this and go to the desktop one more time, we'll open the Split folder, and sure enough, we see the 3 parts. If we open Part 1, we can see that it has 2 pages that are from the Introduction section. Notice in the Bookmarks panel that there are no bookmarks in this extracted document. If we close this and open Part 2, we can see a 4-page document containing all the files related to egrets. And again, no bookmarks. So if you find yourself with a larger document that needs to be broken up, or you need to extract sections out of it, this is one way to accomplish that. We'll see some other ways in future videos in this chapter.